the next contestant on Trump's coming into your neighborhood is going to be the folks of Memphis. They are going to have a visit from, well, I'm not quite sure what it's going to look like. Neither does the mayor, Mayor Young. He's not really sure either.
I do not support the National Guard. However, they are coming. It's not the mayor's call. The mayor doesn't have a say or the authority to stop them from coming. And so my goal is to make sure that as they come, that I have an opportunity to work with them to strategize on how they engage in this community.
And you have no idea how that's going to happen. The governor is excited for this. There is a lot of issues when it comes to, first of all, crime reporting data it's a mess in the way that it's reported. Because in some of the reports, so if you go and commit 3 crimes in one, so you could go and you could murder somebody, but before you did that, you robbed them. And that was why you were there. Then they were there, and you're like, then you try to clean up the place by going, well, I'm going to clean up the crime scene by burning it down. So you've done 3 things: robbery, arson, and murder. Murder's the one that sits up top. So they don't count the other 2 as crime because all they're focusing on is the murder. When it comes to statistics, you're like, oh, that's weird. So they've got this new way they do statistics that pretty much everybody does, except for a lot of places that haven't caught up to it yet. It's like, this is out there. This is what we're all doing, but things are antiquated. The other thing is the way that they label stuff. And we've talked about the reclassification of crime. And reclassification is if it is you go in and you assault somebody and you beat them and then you take a pack of gum, they count that as theft, not assault. It's theft. They can write that as theft. And you're like, oh. So this is one of those things where, look, Memphis has got issues. If you don't believe me, this she's not happy about Memphis and what's going on there.
And, it's just so dangerous that you can't get out of your car. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't go to the market or the service station. So, yeah, I want to see the crime stop. And if the National Guard is going to stop the crime, bring them out.
I don't know what the National Guard's going to do. That's the big thing. Nobody really knows what they're going to do. They're going to show up. That's what we know. How they're going to show up. Are they wearing uniforms? They're not wearing uniforms. Are they going to participate? Are they going to be crime fighters? Probably not. Are they going to drive people from point A to point B? Maybe help out with the paperwork, things of that nature. It's a possibility.
When will they come? How many people are going to come? How long will they be here? What are they going to wear? Where are they going to be geographically in the city? What assignments will they have? Those are all questions that we have and that we are going to work through together as a community.
When are they coming? Don't know. Where are they coming? When? Whenever? He has no say. Again, that's the mayor there. He's got no say in any of this. And, I think a lot of people thought Chicago was going to be it, but it was hard to turn down the numbers. Even though they say violent numbers are coming down in Memphis, it's hard to turn down when you look at those numbers. Those numbers are huge. Same thing goes with St. Louis. Certain parts of St. Louis are absolutely just terrifying. And when you hear I know it's crazy to think that Trump would be a little hyperbolic. It's more dangerous than Iraq. It's not. It's not. It's not more. But there are certain places you just don't want to be. And I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if he's going to surge TBI, if they're going to send extra people there, if they're going to get the ATF, if they're going to get some. I don't know what they're going to do. Or if it is just going to be the National Guard. But it's coming. It is definitely coming. And, the same thing goes for ICE. That's the battle in Chicago right now where you've got a bunch of people out there. It's like, oh, this is the worst. Here's the thing. If you worry about the lady down the street who sells tamales, by the way, if you've never had a Christmas tamale, it's the greatest thing. It's amazing. But she's done nothing. And you worry about that person, and you're in these cities, and your goal is to once again swing and miss at every opportunity to have common sense by making sure that your focus is protecting the bad guys. you're going to fail over and over again. And that's what I see happening. They're going to do this over and over again. They're going to fail over and over again because, as we've talked about on the show on numerous occasions, which is you make the worst choice always. What's behind number 3? Oh, it's billions of dollars for social programs. What's behind number 2? It's free cars and houses to all the homeless. What's behind number 1? It's the worst decision. We'll take number 1. I would like that one, sir. And lo and behold, they have it. Look at C-Pell laughing at that one. It's true, though, right? Like the worst decision ever.
Yeah, if government can screw it up, it will.
Yeah. And the Democrats, you are so, they're like, why isn't populism on the left growing? It's simple. Because you're the culture war. You're fighting a culture war. You're not fighting the populism of building up the middle class. People want to romanticize what the Democrats were. They fought for the middle class. They fought for unions, right? They fought for the little guy against the big guy, and they didn't want to tax the big guy out of everything, but they wanted to make sure they paid their fair share, and that we were going to build from the middle class up, and blah. That's gone. It's intelligentsia. It's academia. It's this wacky world of everybody's got 95 genders. And you have to, yes, of course she has a penis. That's as all women do. Like that's or else. And they take the dumbest pathway over and over again. That's why it doesn't catch on. Because while you may look and say, okay, I could see some of that with the middle class. I could see some of that with how expensive life is. I could see some of that and how we can look at some of this stuff and the crony capitalism. Yeah. The minute it gets to anything cultural related, they bomb. Gone. And that's why they'll continue to fail over and over again. Because they pick the wrong side of reality every single time. And that includes ICE, that includes trying to clean up but when it comes to cleaning up, quote unquote, the neighborhoods, I continue to go back to, you have to understand that these things that you vote on, these people that you put in power over and over again, they're the ones you need to take it up with. You're scared because you don't want to get out of your car, go grocery shopping? How is that people in Nashville's fault? Why should we help the government come and surge what's going on there? That's going to cost a lot of money. That's going to be more show than anything else. That doesn't fix the problem. And the problem starts with the fact that you've got a city council and a bunch of whack DAs who are going to do what? Nothing, probably. And that's the frustration.